Hello everyone, I'm the Brunette Bear and today's video is going to be like a travel diary type thing. I have a ton of pictures from my trip to Peru, which I took back in April, and I figured really just for me I would walk through the pictures, kind of explain my trip. That way I can always look back on it and remember everything. So I don't know if this will really be interesting for everyone, but for me this is gonna be really great. But I have a ton of pictures, so we're just gonna jump right in. For my trip, I went with my school. It was a Spanish trip, so we were supposed to speak Spanish the whole time. That didn't really happen, but you know, life happens. But we flew into Lima, which is like the capital of Peru, and there was just, we took a bus and we drove around, and so like all of these pictures here are just kind of like the town as we drove through it. If you see me looking down, it's because I have my computer with all the pictures here so that I can see them as I explain them to you. Yeah, but anyways, Lima was pretty cool. It was super hot. It was ridiculous. But of the places we went, Lima was not my favorite. It was the least interesting one. There was a lot of people. It was more stressful. Anyways, this picture is a picture of like our tour group, and you can see me, my friend. My friend actually took most of these pictures. She brought a big camera and let me take them from her. But the first thing we did was go to a museum. I believe the museum was like the History of Peru type museum, and so like this is like the courtyard of it, and it was a really pretty museum. We got to see all sorts of like things that I don't quite remember what they were, but they were some Inca things, some things from other empires besides the Incas, all of that stuff. There was like little huts, and like we saw how they lived and how they like their embroidery and stuff, which their embroidery was super pretty. We got to see like the statues they made and all these things. This is Atahualpa, which was the like ruler of the Incan Empire. This is like Machu Picchu, like a Machu Picchu thing. It was reconstructed. Yeah, and we got to see all this stuff. And then there were these two Spanish guys who I'm totally blanking on the name of, but these two Spanish guys, and their actual house was a part of the museum, like where they lived was a part of the museum, and so we got to like walk through the house and see some things like that. And then we went into the town center, so the Plaza de Amor, or Amor, Plaza de something. So we got to walk around that a little bit, and then we also went into a church, which was one of the really big churches, and any of the people you see here are just some friends. Won't go through all of them, but we went through the church and we got to talk. There were no pictures allowed in the church, that's why I don't have any pictures of it, but we went down into like the catacombs and we saw all of that, which was kind of creepy but kind of cool at the same time. And then we talked to this lady who didn't actually speak Spanish. She spoke the native like Indian language, and she was from like the Andes Mountains, and she was selling coca. And like she sold the actual leaves, which you could chew, which had like healing properties. Yeah. And then we all went and got churros. Our tour guide was this really, really lovely lady, and she was like, oh, I know this really great place with churros, and they were like filled with caramel on the inside, and they were really warm, and they were so good. Oh my god. It was great. And they were like super cheap. It was a steal. And then we just got to hang out a little bit more in the plaza and in the like town center. We got to take some pictures so you can see like all the pictures we took. Yeah. Let's see if I can skip ahead to the next day. Okay, and so then the next day we took off to Cusco, and Cusco was one of the best places we went. It was so cool. The flag of Cusco was actually a rainbow, which was super cool. Yeah, and so we walked around. We got to, you could pay to hold goats. It was so cool. And this is Cusco's like Plaza de Amor, Amarzo, or Plaza, the main place. The name will come to me eventually. We went and had lunch. This lunch was really good. It was this weird appetizer was this weird like avocado and onion salad. It was so good though. Yeah, and then after that we went to one of the Inca sites, and the Inca sites are so cool because as you can see, these rocks are huge, and these people like, they didn't use animals, they didn't use like machines or anything, they moved them with like pure human strength, and that is like the most impressive thing to me. So this is what we did on our like technically third day of the trip, because our flight took one whole day there. Yeah, it was so pretty. This was the view from like out of out from the top of it, and it was so beautiful. Yeah, and you could hold goats, and this is the Peruvian version of basically White Jesus, you know, the one in Brazil. This is the Peruvian version. Yeah. And then we went to a jewelry shop with a little silver store. I actually bought a necklace. They made silver and stuff, and they sold all of these things. And then we got to go and look in the store, and so I bought this necklace, which I just thought was really pretty. And this shape has a name. I'll flash it on the screen because I'll look it up. But essentially it's all about balance. So there's like heaven and hell, and in the center is the living, and there's like the good and the bad on each side, or it's like positive and negative or something like that. And so essentially it's saying you always want to be balanced. And I just thought that was really cool, and it was really pretty, so I bought that. This can be like half travel diary, half what did I buy, because I bought a lot of stuff. Okay, so the next day we went down into what is called the Sacred Valley, and there in the Sacred Valley we went to Tambu, which is another like giant, actually before we get to Tambu, we stopped at these little markets, and that's where this picture was taken, and then I have a couple more, and then there's this cute little girl, the llama, my friend paid to get pictures of. Yes, you paid to take pictures of them. It was very cheap, only like a sole, which is like 30 cents, but wasn't she cute? And then we went up to another market, which is where these ones were taken, and I bought that scarf. It's so soft, guys. Oh my god. Yeah, so we went there, and so this is the market, and we all did a little bit of shopping. And then we went down into Tambu, which is here. And this is another Inca site, and I can't remember much about it, but yeah, it was really pretty. It was a hike with the altitude, because Cusco is actually a lot higher than Machu Picchu, so the altitude is insane. We were all taking altitude sickness pills, and these pills, one, give you tingles, so your fingers and your toes will start tingling, like the weirdest tingling sensation ever. It's insane. But they also make you drowsy, and the fact that for most of this we were getting maybe 4 hours of sleep, 6, I think the most sleep I got one night was like 6, so we're not getting a ton of sleep, we're taking pills that are making us drowsy, like we're hiking. It was, guys, I don't know how we all did it. We all pushed through, we hiked, we did it. Oh my god, it was ridiculous. Like, I don't understand how my body did it, but thank god it did. But this site was really beautiful. We got to see all these, it looked out over the town. As you can see, you can clearly tell my outfit consisted of leggings, t-shirts, and flannels. This is me and my friend Lily. We got actually yelled at for sitting there. Apparently you're not supposed to. And then there in the mountain, I don't know if you can like see it, but there is the face of one of their gods. And then we got time to explore, so we went down into the Templo de Agua, which is the water temple, obviously. And then we tried guinea pig, guys. This is my friend eating some. I ate some too. I don't have any pictures of it though. It tastes kind of like duck. If you go, I would recommend trying it. It's an interesting experience. It comes to you, they're standing out on the street and they have it on a stick, like it's a full guinea pig on a stick. And it tastes interesting. I would probably never eat it again. One, it was kind of expensive, but I would probably never eat it again. But it was good-ish. Yeah. We had one kid in our class eat the brains, because apparently eating guinea pig brain can make you smarter. But that was an interesting experience. And then we went to this huge Indian market. So kind of everywhere you go, there's a market of some sort, and these markets are people who obviously live there, and they sell all sorts of things. They sell sweaters, actually sell like sweaters, which we all bought one. Mine's this like lovely pink one. They're made from alpaca. They're really soft, they're really comfortable. So they have those. They sell like all sorts of things, guys. I bought a ton of stuff. They sell blankets, and this one I thought was really pretty because it was like rainbow. But they sell blankets. They sell headbands, which are gorgeous. And they sell They sell backpacks, which I also got a backpack. And they sell, like, everywhere you go, you can find these super cute little llama keychains. They're like 30 cents. They're adorable. I bought 3. But yeah, you can buy these. They sell everything. They have, like, they have magnets, they have playing cards, they have statues, they have hats, gloves, socks, just everything you can think of. They have so many things. And then after we went to the market, we went to a llama and alpaca farm, and we got to see and feed the llamas and the alpacas, which were so cute. It was really funny. Actually, when we got there, there was, okay, so there's like this house up on the hill, and we saw this man, he like walked out with a shotgun, and we were all like, what? But yeah, so there was that, and yeah, so we got to feed them, and that was really fun. There's 1,000,002 pictures of that. And then the next day we went to Machu Picchu. Yes, so we took a train at god early in the morning, and our bus didn't actually leave early enough, and as we're pulling up, our teachers are like, guys, we're gonna have to run. They're holding the train for us. And we're like, what? And they're like, yeah, we're late, we need to run. And so they pull up, and we have to run along the stretch of like the train tracks and run to our thing. And keep in mind, it's 5 in the morning. We've probably been asleep for maybe 4 hours. And we're at high altitude, guys, and I am unathletic. Oh, it was an experience. But we're like, we ran and ran and ran. Oh, we made it. It was ridiculous. Anyways, then we got to see Machu Picchu, and oh my god, it was so beautiful. If you get the chance to go, go. It's gorgeous. It's so worth it. It's so just like, it's amazing that they built this. It's amazing, like, it's the best experience. You kind of just get up there and you're just like, wow. We went up twice, actually. This is still the first day. We walked around, we got to see it, and like the clouds, we watched like the clouds lift. It was so beautiful, and there were like, you could see the llamas, you could see like all the plants, and you got to see everything that they built. It was just absolutely incredible. I'll just like keep flashing pictures up here for you guys. But it was so beautiful. And then the second day we went up, I went up with some other friends, and I'll flash some pictures up here of that too. And there was these, so we got to see these llamas and stuff, and there were like, people were being so rude to the llamas. And like, keep in mind, Machu Picchu is a sacred place. You're supposed to be calm, you're not supposed to yell, there's not really running, it's sacred. And to the Incas, llamas were sacred animals. So you're on the Inca sacred site with these sacred animals, and people were like yelling at them, throwing things at them. One guy jumped up and tried to pet one. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, people were just not like respecting the site at all, and it was insane. One of my teachers was like talking about how there was this girl talking about how like Machu Picchu was like fake, and I was like, people... But oh my god, it's so beautiful. It was like the best experience. And in the town, of course, there was another market, which we went and hung out in. I bought more things. Guys, okay, so I brought a good amount of money, and so I think I brought like 200 American dollars, and down there, that's like 600 soles, and the things down there are priced cheap. And the thing is, in the market, you can bargain it down too. So if they tell you a price and you're like, no, that's too high, you can get the price down. So I came home with a ton of things. I bought things for myself, I bought things for my friends, I bought things for my family, I bought food. It was insane. And yeah, so that was that part of the trip. And then I don't actually have any pictures of this, but the day after we got back from Machu Picchu, we went whitewater rafting. I know there's pictures of it somewhere, I just can't get to them, but yeah, we went whitewater rafting, and it was so fun. We went down the Urubamba River, and we were all in different rafts, and there was kind of like a war going on between the rafts, and so we would like fight, like you would splash the other boats, you would try and like push other people in. And for whatever reason, the teacher I had on my boat was the targeted teacher, and we had all the boats coming after us. You could go into the water too, you could like fall off the boat and go and sit in the water and like float down the river too. I actually got pulled in, and guys, the water was cold, but it was really fun. Afterwards we like went out and we had like a little picnic out on the beach, and oh, it was such a good day. And then driving home, we were in this one bus, and they were blasting Spanish music, and everyone was like singing and dancing, and the wind was blowing, and guys, it was like the best day. And then the following day we went back to, so we're back in Cusco now. In Cusco, and we spent the day just kind of walking around the town. We had a free day, so we went to the chocolate museum and bought some chocolate. It was pretty good. It was free, so like that was a fun thing to do. And then we went to the cocoa leaves museum, which was really fun. Yeah, and then that day for lunch we tried this weird fruit. I don't know if you ever get those pop-up ads that's like, if you like never diet again, eat this fruit. I swear that's what this fruit was. It tasted super weird. It had like crunchy seeds, but it was covered in this slime. It had a really good taste, but the texture was disgusting. But yeah. And then we just had the rest of the day to hang out, and so we did. We just kind of chilled. We went up to this cafe. It was like up on the second deck. It looked over the plaza, and it was beautiful. Yeah, so it just kind of looked out and over, and it was just so nice. And we ate ice, like me and this one girl shared ice cream. My friend got like a Mexican cookie thing, like a Spanish food. It was, oh, it was wonderful. And then that night we flew back into Lima. We actually spent the night in the airport, which was hell. And then we flew back into Miami, spent 6 hours in Miami, and then flew home. But yeah, that was my trip. I don't know if I'm leaving anything out. I hope not. But I mean, I don't know if this is the type of video you enjoy. If you want me to do more of me just discussing my travel pictures, I'd be happy to. But I know these videos are really for me, for my future, like for me to look back on and just like remember. Yeah, it was, anyways, that was my Peru trip. It was so much fun. If you ever get the opportunity to go, I totally recommend it. It's a great place to go and visit. The people there are very nice, minus the like small crime problems, but yeah, the people there are great. It's just so beautiful. I loved it. It was so much fun. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.